Yo, what's up guys, it's Dink here. Just want to do something a little bit different. I know that you all love watching me play Quan Chi, and I appreciate that to no end. But I also want to help you guys, and I know that not everybody that plays or watches my channel plays Quan Chi, so I wanted to make a little guide here for Flame Fist Liu Kang, who I do play on the side, so I know quite a bit about him. He's a lot of fun. I only use the Revenant costume because that way he serves Quan Chi, and that makes sense to me to use a different character. But that being said, I'll kind of go over it. So basically in this variation, Liu Kang trades in the bicycle kick for the bicycle fists. Fist Fury, I don't know what the actual move's name is called, but that's not important to the guide. So it's multi-hitting, builds meter like crazy, and links into a special move at the end, so special cancelable. So you can go into this, go into this, go into this, go into this. You just go right into this. That's going to be like his main mix-up game. And the one thing about this variation is you have to really learn matchups, so it's going to take a little bit. I wouldn't recommend playing him as a side character too much. I've been kind of figuring this out myself. It takes a lot of time. Because that mix-up, so many people can punish it, you have to kind of figure out who can punish what and then adjust your game plan to suit that. So you can see the string itself builds like almost 3/4 of a bar meter. You do it twice and you got a full bar meter. So this variation, you don't really need to be too worried about your meter, because as long as you keep pressure on, you pretty much always have it. So let's do, I'll just get rid of a bar here. So let's say you start your low string, your forward 4/4. It's pretty much a bar meter there for just one little repetition of pressure. Most characters can't armor out if they have out of the low fireball. There's a few that can, but that's again where you kind of want to know the matchups. Like I'll show you here, Portal Quan can, for example. And portal mode on, so low fireball gets eaten. Jump cape gets eaten. Regular fireball gets eaten, doesn't even hit him, so there's no point in doing that. The only one that works, if you're worried about that reversal, is this one. Right, it eats the armor and then hits him after his armor is done. So these are the little things that you kind of need to know. That move's safe, by the way, so that's not a bad option. It just hits him full screen and then you can start your zoning. Okay, that's enough of you, Quan. So in addition to his bicycle punches, you have this move here, which will actually add more chip damage onto the string, and more damage in general. So that does 13% without the flame fists. With the flame fist act, you're at 21%. So you get quite a bit of damage off of that, and it's even more on chip. So it's really good for chipping opponents out. That's kind of like my go-to right there, is my forward 4/4 into that. It is a low starter, of course. I'm not going to talk too much about his strings and stuff. I just want to talk about the variation. One good thing that's good for Liu Kang is you got that, which is a low starter, but then you just got the back two, which is a hard knockdown and an overhead. So you can just punk people with this, run up, overhead, overhead, run up, overhead, and then they get sick of eating the overhead, and then you do your big damage with this guy here. Anyway, I got kind of sidetracked there. So back to the shitty fists here, the flame fists. So basically, you want to figure out a way to activate that, and there's a couple safe ways to do it. So I need to get him. So this one right here, that string, that is a safe, non-punishable way of doing it. I will switch his reversal mode to on so you can see that that is safe. There's enough cancel advantage off this string to do that. That, I believe, is the only way that you can do this safely without spending meter. So alternatively, you can spend meter, and you got 112 into that one, which is safe. And then, of course, the same one. And because the EX version starts up faster, gives him more time to... He recovers faster, so you can block attacks. Oh, I timed that wrong, but that is a true block string. So that's an armor break, so every time you want to knock somebody down, unless you're going to go for another overhead and punk them like that, and go either back one, two, or forward four. So you can kind of see in the corner. This works really good when they get low health. So that's without the hands. Oh, it's chip damage that does. That was ridiculous. That's the EX one. It's so good when you get them down to like 10% health or something like that. You can also combo off the EX one in the corner. So basically your game is just get your flame fists out, start some pressure. Alternatively, if you want to zone, you can see his low fireball does 7%. If you have the flame fist, it does 10.5%. So it does 3.5% more and will win with almost every projectile in the game. Same with the high one, same with the air one. EX does 15%, which is ridiculous. But again, you're using a bar meter for that. But 15% for projectile is huge. That could be the round for you. So if you want to zone, you know, one of those hits, use a staggered to get your flame fist going. Jump in the air like an idiot, trying to do instant airs. Do some low attacks. Some of the best zoning in the game, honestly. Just because of sheer damage. If you want to be super safe about it, you can even use like the EX version of the Shitty Fist activation to just do it way quicker. And then bam, just come in with a flying kick whenever you want. You know, walk over like a gentleman. I say, sir, did you just call me a common dandy? Would you like the corner combo? Oh, that's not what I want to do, but... And honestly, that's basically all you need to know to get started with Liu Kang. Oh, I forgot about one other thing. He has that's really good, is his Dragon Parry. And I will show you how it works. So there's back to the X rune. I got hit by it. So his parry is slower than armor, but if you don't have a bar and you need to get out of pressure, it's a really, really good idea. It's a great move. I love it. Use it all the time. The EX version is a little tricky to find the timing on it first. You EX it right there, right when he stomps on his chest. You hit the meter burn button. And get used to just holding down and pressing it, because that gives you brutality afterwards. It's badass. It's one of my favorite ones in the game. It just pops his head off like a champ. Now that little back 2 EX rune into back 2, that's not... This isn't frame perfect. There's actually... You should be able to parry there because of the startup on the parry, but I just did that anyway just to kind of show you how to use it after an armor move to interrupt the next move. That's pretty much it. So recap, we got Flame Fist, little fist shuffle. We got your fist activation with your fist shuffle. EX fist shuffle into that. Well, activate your fist for some zoning. 10% zoning. And make sure that you know your gaps and what your opponent's options are after the fist there, so that you don't fist yourself into oblivion. Haha! So that's basically it. You know, I don't want to go too into depth on all the technicalities about Flame Fist because you know this is just a guide for people who want to pick them up. Just kind of get started, kind of see some basic strategies about how to use them. So hopefully this helped. If it didn't, let me know. If it did, let me know. If you'd like to see a guide for a different character or need some help with a character you're playing, just let me know in the comments. And I will do my best to try and help you with it. Spend a day in the lab with them or something and maybe record some stuff. See if I can kind of give you an answer to something you're struggling with, because you guys have been really good to me. I love the viewer base. Super appreciative. We've grown a lot. In 2015 it was a really good year. You know, went from less than 100 subscribers to now we're almost at 700, so I'm super pumped about that. 2016 is going to be even better. Hashtag Bonehawks, you know the drill. And probably the next video I'll be uploading is going to be the first episode of my top 5 NRS players of all time. And then after that will be ESL matches for Sunday. So lots of uploads coming in, guys. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in ranked probably.